What's up? I'm Empathetic Chicken, back with another video. I'm fine, by the way. Like, I don't know who's been watching my videos, but the past couple have been a little bit bleak, but I'm alright. Like, I'm just going through the motions of processing transition. I'm gonna be fine. I am fine. But I've been doing a lot of like self-reflection and just really realizing how I have limited myself, and I'm ready to stop. So I'm gonna just be real and say that I need help. I've been trying to do this whole like online business deal for like a couple years now. But if I'm honest, like, I haven't really, like, fully been invested in it. I mean, obviously, like, because I had a job. But even aside from the job, I just, like, have, I guess, resistance to it actually, like, being successful. Because, I mean, I know in my other video I was talking about how I don't allow myself to have needs, and I don't know, like, I feel like I have to suffer to earn my existence and all that stuff. I just like these little life lessons that I'm going through, little realizations, like the way that my mind works. And I realized that part of me, like, doesn't feel, in the past, like, I'm not even gonna claim this anymore, but like, there was a part of me that didn't feel deserving of actually having what I wanted and having things work out. I mean, it's just that whole thing of not believing in myself. So I'm ready to change that. And now seems like the best time to actually, like, start changing that. So it's really hard, but like, even just talking about it, it's hard. Because I guess, like, at the root of it, there's a part of me that feels resistance to, like, the whole business thing. Because it almost feels, like, manipulative. I'll just say it. Like, it feels like it goes against what like, the message that I've been trying to have with, like, my readings and just my, like, approach to life. Like, just, I don't agree with basically the way that the world is set up with capitalism and just how we're constantly, like, fed these things that we need to be whole. So it feels like I clearly am like participating in that by having my own business and offering products, you know? So, like, part of my resistance to actually doing that and, like, fully, like, being behind it is just, like, feeling like I'm being a snake oil salesman. Like, you know, I don't want people to feel like I'm saying that they need what I'm offering. Like, I don't want to come off as, like, a fixer, you know what I mean? Because that's why I didn't want to do therapy, because I was uncomfortable with, like, that role of being, like, above. Like, it just felt like a hierarchy. I can never say that word. And I don't like that. I want people to be, like, equals, you know? Even though with capitalism, that's just kind of not, like, it doesn't work that way, because, I mean, it kind of depends on hierarchy. But, you know, it's just conflicts within that keep me from allowing myself to be more successful. So I'm realizing that. But I'm also realizing that it doesn't have to be so rigid. Like, my understanding and my, like, participation doesn't have to be so rigid. Like, I know that I'm not coming from that place of offering something to, like, fill a void for someone. Like, my intention with the things that I offer is just to like help people think for themselves, and like with my oracle deck, that's sort of like the message. Just want to help people get like unstuck, because I don't think people are broken. I don't think they need to be fixed and none of that. I just think we do the best we can with what we know, and I mean, really there are no like right ways to be or live. It's just like the illusions that there are that cause us suffering. That's what I think. Because we're always like holding ourselves to these standards, and it only hurts us really in the end. So yeah, that's what I'm about. Like, I'm not about like trying to get a one up on somebody and just like use people for my own personal gain. But I am a human in this little matrix, reality, whatever the heck's going on. So like, I gotta play the game, unfortunately. So I gotta like self-sustain somehow. So I'm just trying to figure out how to do that in a way that's more aligned with my values, because that was a big issue with my job, is I didn't agree. That's why I was so resentful, because I was like, y'all sitting here using me up, for y'all's little vision, which there's nothing wrong with, like, I don't have a problem with people who are successful, it's just, I don't like the exploitation aspect of like corporations and businesses that don't like treat their people right. Like, that's the issue that I had. That, like, if it was just more like balanced and people didn't get like full of themselves and just mistreat other people to help them make their dream possible, like that's I'm not gonna go on a tangent, but I'm just saying, like, I just don't want to become someone who like milks people dry. Like, I don't want to manipulate people or be in the position of like, I feel like I've made my point clear, hopefully. So yeah, it almost like I have like this level of shame around like self-promotion and asking for like recognition, or I'm not even really asking for recognition, just like promoting like my deck, and then like I have readings that I have in my shop, but like I just always feel like this little this resistance to wanting to mention that, just because it feels like I'm saying that someone needs something from me, even though I'm not. But I mean, I don't even think like this thing. I don't think this about other people that have their businesses. Like, I don't think that they're sitting here like swindling me and making me purchase anything. It's just like a limiting thing that I put on myself. So yeah, I'm ready to just let that go, because like I'm not forcing anybody's hand. I mean, if they wanna, that's the thing with me. Like, if I see something and I enjoy it, like something somebody's creating or offering, like if I see the value in it, then I'm gonna want to support it. So it's not like they're forcing me to, or like it's not like some like dirty transaction where I'm just like, I don't know why I've made it this thing in my head. Well, I do know, because like capitalism's ugly, like poverty and all that exists, and it's just like not cool. But it's like, just because that is a possibility doesn't mean that's what I'm gonna be. So yeah, I'm working through lots of resistance right now. But if I'm honest, like, I've always wanted to have use my art and like do an online business. I want to be of service, or whatever you want to call it. Like, that's why I got a therapy degree. And I realize all the like corrupt stuff about that too. So it's just like I'm trying to find my footing and figure out where I fit, because I mean, getting fired from my job really showed me where I wasn't, like how I wasn't where I belong, I guess, or not. I mean, I was alright. I made it work, but like all of the anger and resentment that built up came from me being upset with myself for like tolerating that when I knew that I wanted more out of my life. Like, just pretty much the whole self-sacrifice thing that I do, where I don't allow myself to have what I want or say that I need more than I need. So yeah, I think I'm ready to receive. I'm trying to open myself up to like the possibility of actually, being who I really want to be. Like I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home artist. And I feel like it's possible if I can just get out of my own way and stop being ashamed of wanting what I want. So with that said, if you're interested in, no, that's another aspect. I don't like the whole like sales pitch. Like, I don't know. I just hate it. It just feels like false. Like it seems like I'm only trying to get something out of somebody. You know what I mean? When really it's not like that. It's like an equal exchange. Like, I'm offering a service. A customer is paying for that. It's like an exchange. I don't know why I've made it into this like ugly thing. But yeah, I have readings in my shop that I feel would be helpful, like if someone needs an alternate perspective, because like that's really the stance that I take. I'm not like the solver of anyone's problems, but I have my own unique perspective, just like you do and everybody else does. So like it's just kind of like pick your own. Remember that the little commercial back in the day talking about what's your flavor? I feel like that's how I kind of think about it. It's like we have like so many people in this world that offer like different little varieties, and what works for some people doesn't work for everybody. So like if I'm your little flavor, then check me out. No. I might do a video about like my stance when it comes to offering readings too. Like I have like a reading policy on my website, but I understand people don't always like go to websites. So maybe it's just a matter of like getting my little views out there to where people actually know what I'm about. Because like it's another thing in the past is like I've told myself, well, nobody cares. Like, but really I don't think it's like that. It's just I don't get myself like seen. So I ain't gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna just, assume that what I have is valuable, because it is. Like, I mean, I have a unique perspective from a little therapy background that is helpful. It's been helpful, like, in my own, like, healing and stuff. So, like, I know that it could be helpful to others. So I'm not gonna sit here and, like, bash it or act like it's not valuable when it is. Not forcing anybody to like consider it, but like it could be helpful if the right person needs it, So yeah, I don't know. I just want to do this video to talk about some of the blocks and just to be like, hey, I'm alright. I know I was like a little angsty in my last video, but I'm just like in this area where I'm just like, whatever, I'm not gonna care what people think. Like, I'm gonna be vulnerable. Because I like seeing when other people are vulnerable, because it makes me feel better about myself. Like, not that we gotta have validation, but I'm just saying, like, if more people would just show up, real. That's another aversion I had to like marketing and capitalism and stuff. It just feels like nobody's like real anymore. They're just like this facade. And I understand like you have to have like your brand and your little mission, your vision, you know, you gotta stick with that. But like at the end of the day, I'm a human being. Like that's just what I want to be. I don't want to pretend to be something that I'm not. Like I'm out here trying to make ends meet too. So like I'm just trying to use the skills that I have, just like everybody else. So this is where I'm at. So if you know anybody who needs a reading, or if you need a reading, if you want to buy a deck, like that would help me out a lot. No pressure. Just saying, it's available. I'm open to allowing people to help me because I'm tired of trying to do everything by myself. Like I don't have to do that. I like to help other people, so there's no reason why other people wouldn't want to show up for me too. Like, yeah, that's the new narrative. So I don't know, like if you like have any thoughts, or like you deal with something similar, or you just want to like share anything at all, like feel free to comment. I like to talk. Yeah, I'll put the links to everything I mentioned in the comment or in the description box, and I will be back. Thanks for listening. See you.